A channel first today, I've never featured a watch made out of recycled steel. However, this is a very special recycled steel made in Italy out of old performance exhausts from MotoGP and superbikes. This is a very interesting automatic watch inspired by high performance motorbikes. I have one hands-on, so let's flip the camera and take a look at the Liberum exhaust. So this is a watch that I'm pretty excited about. It's very interesting. The concept behind this is pretty interesting. Usually recycled stainless steel is pretty expensive, and there are brands who use recycled stainless steel. It's a big selling point for many brands because it's eco-friendly. I think that's kind of what a lot of brands are going for. That's what this brand is going for as well. But where they're getting the stainless steel that they're using is kind of cool. This is an Italian-made case. They are using exhausts from an Italian maker who make exhausts, but they're using the steel and melting that down. So old exhausts that are no longer being used, they're refining that stainless steel, melting it down, and then making cases. It actually says made in Italy on this dial, which is because most of this watch is actually made in Italy. It's very interesting and a very cool concept. You're getting an automatic movement inside. That's Japanese. It's a Miyota 9015. You're getting a dial that is sapphire. So this is a smoked sapphire dial, a double sapphire here, because you're getting a sapphire crystal, then below that, that smoked sapphire crystal. And that has Luminova painted on it, and I believe all of the indices are painted in Super Luminova. We'll do a lume shot towards the end of the video. Below that dial, below that sapphire crystal, there is the movement, and there's actually a little bit of a decoration on the movement to make it look like steel. At least I think that's what they're going for. You get a screwed-in case back. It's not a display case back. However, there's information on this stainless steel that they're using, and you get a screwed-in crown. That Italian high-performance exhaust manufacturer actually makes exhaust for MotoGP and superbikes. So pretty cool that they're actually using that stainless steel. And I have to say, everything is really nicely finished. When you turn it on its side, it feels really nice. And the stainless steel is, obviously, it's 316L stainless steel. So it doesn't look like anything different from anything that you've seen before. It looks like 316L stainless steel. It's just more eco-friendly and, of course, high-grade stainless steel that was used in high-performance exhausts. You have a really beautiful dial on here, even though it's a sapphire crystal. Everything that they've printed on here is really nice. You have a checkered flag for the minute track. Then the hours and the markers are all painted on in Super Luminova. You have stick hands. Those are filled with Super Luminova. You have a red seconds hand down at the bottom of the dial. Like I said, below that 6 o'clock position, it says made in Italy. Below that, you have the Italian flag, just a little line of the Italian flag, which looks really good. And then at the 3 o'clock, you have the date window. There's a little red arrow pointing to the date. Right below the 12 o'clock, it says the name of the brand, Liberum. And then right below, or right above the 6 o'clock position, it says RE-XHAUST, which is the name of this watch and automatic. This watch measures in at essentially 38 millimeters at the case. You have a 45 millimeter lug to lug, just over, like a hair over 45 millimeters, and then a thickness of under 10 millimeters thick at around 9.8 millimeters thick. And you are getting 100 meters of water resistance with this watch. This does come on a strap and a bracelet, so you could opt to add the bracelet if you would like. The strap that it comes on is this Velcro strap, which I believe is a D-Lugs. I'm not entirely sure. It does say D-Lugs on it. I'm not sure if they're going to deliver it with this exact strap on it, but I believe it will be. It looks like this, at least from the picture. So this is a Velcro strap. I actually like these straps. They work really well. They're very comfortable, and you can get a very good fit. The bracelet is like a 3-link bracelet, and it has a signed clasp. There is no on-the-fly micro adjust. I do want to mention that, and it is about 5 positions of manual micro adjust. You have screwed links, solid end links, quick release. So it's a very functional, really nice bracelet. I just wish there was a little bit of on-the-fly micro adjust, as I always do. On my wrist today, I have a very interesting, very weird watch from Girard-Perregaux. This is a remake of their 1970s Casquette. I love this watch. I just think it's so cool. and I will be very upset when I have to send this back because I really do think this is very cool. And there it is on my 7.5-inch wrist. Like I was saying, this is a 38mm watch at the case. You have a 45mm lug to lug, and then you have around a 9.8mm thickness. It wears really nice on my 7.5-inch wrist. I really like the dial, especially on this watch, because of that sapphire dial and that little pattern that they put behind it. It looks a little bit more technical than it actually is, even though you're getting a standard Miyota 9015. It's pretty good looking. Well, there you go, lume. Very nicely applied to the hands and indices. I wish there was a little bit of lume on the second hand so you could see that your watch is working in the dark. But other than that, I think that they painted on a lot of lume on here on that sapphire dial, and it looks really good. Price on this watch is $639 right now on Kickstarter. I believe that it goes up after a little while. Right now it's at $639. So if you are interested in this watch, definitely head over to Kickstarter. I don't believe this is their first Kickstarter. They have funded in the past because I have reviewed their watches in the past and they made deliveries of those watches. So if you are interested in this watch, definitely check out the link in the description. Check out their Kickstarter and obviously buy a watch if you are interested. That's really it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for checking this out. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very, very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.